Yeah, I know. We're still on the bad webcam. We're not doing rearranging and stuff until later today. And I wanted to have some content for you guys today. So, a little bit of background for what you're going to be honestly looking at here. Iria, actually the whole Charmer series in general, but specifically, Iria, she's been one of my favorite cards throughout the course of this game. And I'm a spectacularly huge fan of the way she looks, the art, the concept. It's really spectacular in my opinion. So I was doing some discussions on the stream last week with Sebastian Crawford, and he was messaging me his Possessed deck list. And I wanted to get this deck list up and do a discussion with it, because there's only about 2 weeks left to really enjoy the concept of Norden. And it's a bit of a shame, because Norden does so much for other decks, but the problem is, and as I've always said with Norden, he's a very overpowered card, and his pure existence and what he does to his attribute is extremely broken. But Crawford gave me the list that you guys are about to see, and I hope that you guys will appreciate this, give it some testing, give some insight on what we can do post Norden's destruction in a couple weeks. But guys, enjoy this. Always remember, share this video, subscribe if you guys like the crazy shit that we do on this channel, and me and the waifu are going to get over to the deck profile. Before the first thing I hear in the comments section is, this deck looks like ass, let me go through and do a discussion on this. That way you can kind of understand some of the mindset that was put into this by Crawford. So, this is basically Alistair's children. We'll go through the deck profile, and then I'm going to start explaining some things here, so buckle up. 2 Alistair, 1 Chocolate Cocoa Puff Girl, Triple Luna, 1 Fairy Tale Snow, 1 Azza, 2 Iria, 1 Lena, 1 Win, Triple Gigabyte, 1 Black Sheep, 1 Max C, 1 Nefarious, 1 Trick Clown, and 1 Garnet. Spells: Triple Brilliant Fusion, 1 Foolish Burrow, 2 Fusion Subs, Triple Instant Fusion, 1 Invocation, 2 Meltdown, Triple Desires, 1 Village, 2 Supply Squad, Triple Terraforming, 1 Wonder Wand, 1 Torrential, and Triple Unpossessed. Extra deck: 1 Norden, 1 Seraph Knight, 1 Cocytus, Makaba, Ragin, the Shark Trio, Emerald, King of the Fair Limps, 2 Totally Awesome, 1 Tornado Dragon, Broad Bull, Canine, and Dryden. Okay, so first thing that people are going to ask is, why are we focusing on the Familiar Possessed? Honestly, it's one of those things. It's like, people like supporting the archetypes and the decks that they enjoy, and this is something that I've seen Crawford been working on for a very long time. This build has generally changed throughout the course of time, and as I said before we even started this video, Norden's deceit, his death, is going to really hurt this deck. The deck is meant to focus on a rank 4 access. However, some of the things we've kind of been taught with the OCG in Japan is Alistair gives you a little bit more of leeway. You can go as much as 1 Alistair, 2 Alistairs, but I think having 2 Alistair, 1 Invocation, and the essential 2 Magical Meltdowns will get you into your engine. And I mean, you have plenty of the elements over here. You can change the extra deck as you see fit. Obviously, this is for Ragin, this is for Makaba, and this can get you into Cocytus. However, I like what he was doing, but for this deck being 46 cards, his list had 47, but I don't really like the fact of Scapegoat being in the main deck. It seems so bad, even by today's standards. One of the cool things, though, so you have the Alistair engine that will give you where you need to go. Fairy Tale Luna actually is a Stratos for 1850 attack monsters, so all of these actually can be rotated for. And then on top of things, you also have the Unpossessed, which will make these guys gain 800 attack. You know, like, if we really weren't in a zoo format, I would have actually got the chance to, you know, poke, actually get to, you know, enjoy Unpossessed for the card that it actually is, because being able to float into any one of these that's an odd elemental outside of the one you already have is pretty damn good. Talking to Crawford, though, post changes, Chocolate Magician Girl is actually very good. You can discard a spellcaster type monster, draw a card, and if a monster you control be targeted for a graveyard, or once per turn, if this card is targeted for an attack, target one spellcaster type monster other than this card, special summon it, change the attack target to that monster. Do the attacking monster becomes halved. It's general deck thinning, and it's also a water monster. So, down here in the water archive, of course, what water-based deck isn't complete without Totally Awesome and his good old buddy Bahamut Shark? The amount of waters you have access to: Chocolate, Iria, and of course instant fusions for Norden. Once again, though, that changes post-list. Outside of that, though, I think it's important that people appreciate the fact that Luna can search for snow, and of course, the Charmers kind of bundle up in that. And of course, the most degenerate thing in the deck, you have access to actually hard make Norden. You know, granted, most of the time when you're playing this deck, you're going to be stuck with some worthless rank 4s on the field. There's nothing like being able to tune out a Bahamut Shark to recycle, to make Norden. And of course, Fusion Sub just tucks him back in the extra deck for your reuse purposes. I think it's kind of one of the things that made Fusion Sub so broken. It's just the fact that a card that's already limited to 1 gets the ability to be recycled. And of course, Fusion Sub also dupes up for, you guys guessed it, the draw combo that we've all become so accustomed to. I mean, being able to just go straight 2 level 4s into Broad Bowl, go get the Black Sheep, do this, and, you know, Chalk and Iron, and do her thing. Dryden Pop. These are both just super generic. It's so amazing that these got by as long as they have. Outside of that, though, typical rank 4 plays with Gigabytes, Nefarious. You also are getting the full benefits that you normally would with this deck. Brilliant Fusion for Trick Clown, being able to get out the Seraph Knight for the additional normal summons. If you get to the Alistair at this point, you'll be able to combo up with your big bad boss monsters. Foolish Barrel is something you can cut if you want to. It does trigger off Trick Clown for, of course, your rank 4 plays. Someone's going to complain about Desires and Supply Squad. I understand. Supply Squad combos up with the original intention of Unpossessed, which, when the monster is destroyed, you know, if you get this, you'll be able to draw, which is incredibly broken for, you know, what you're trying to do here. Desires just gives you additional combo pieces. And if you lose your invocation, that's just incredibly bad luck, and there's not much you can really do about that, unfortunately. To top things off, you also have just a stray Wonder Wand. Something else you can cut too, but being able to Wonder Wand trade in. If you get to the Fairy Tale Snow as you need to, you could tune it out as you're loading up the graveyard throughout the turns. It's more of a tech choice, and you know, we've seen with the typical course of time that sometimes tech choices get you by. Of course, last tech choice of the deck is one Secret Village. Considering the fact that you can Terraforming for Magical Meltdown, you can also play the one village. You can side this if you want to. Having this at your disposal at any point in the game, though, kind of can blow your opponent out. And, you know, like, this deck isn't tuned to play against Zoo. It's more or less a fun concept deck. This would be something I would bring to a casual tournament, you know. Obviously, some of those tournaments might have the Zoo cards banned or things like that, but, you know, if you want to play with your friends, you know, you never really get to see the casual side of this game anymore, and it's really a shame of that. More hand traps can be played. Max C is goddamn near an essential staple pre-Norden's banning. There's not much else to really talk about. The choice of the elements, though, if you guys look at what you actually have for Possessed, we are playing Aza. There's no point to play Dark, and of course, Hida doesn't look that good. This is your one-off if you want to play the Earth guy, but 2 of these is essential. And of course, she is the based waifu. So being able to have access to, hi, I'm water, and do what the deck does it's pretty free. So, obviously, some people are going to like this, some of you aren't. I hope those of you that do like more casual stuff will enjoy this. I like what Crawford's been working on for this deck. Let me tell you about Post. Goddamn near Crawford's words were, I can't believe they killed Norden. Now I won't be able to play Possessed for a little while. He's working on trying more Chocolate Magician Girls Post. And when I get an updated list, I'll try to post it for you guys so we can have an actual discussion on it. But, you know, my inner casual player is very intrigued by this, besides Pendulum Summoning the Gods. This is one of the other decks, you know, I kind of really enjoy, besides Junk and Debris, but 90% of my audience isn't going to know what Junk and Debris is. So, yay, old concepts. So, what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me how you guys would want to approve this. There's a lot of things that can be done. Maybe. There's a few things I'm iffy on. You know, like, Foolish Barrel you can cut. I'd probably consider moving this to the side. And I'm kind of curious to know how much the 1/1 one actually interacts. No, also you'd have to consider I want to play more Brick Garnets. And unfortunately, he's fucking Garnet. No one wants to play him. Alright guys, until next time, peace out. Gotta love the Possessed. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.